I think everything is working now. Okay. So let's first start by discussing the homework in exercise 21.2. We have 7 and 8. Okay. Let me get the question to the whiteboard. 21.2. So we will quickly do tangents today as well. එතකොට මේ අපි දන්න කර past papers වල cyclic quadrilaters and tangents අදාළ questions ඔක්කොම අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් once we are done with this. Okay. හරි. So 7th question. Let me get to the whiteboard. Okay. In the triangle PQR, PQ is produced to S and PR is produced to T. Bisectors of SQR and QRT meet at X and bisectors of, okay. Hari, අපි මුලින්ම මේ triangle එක ඇඳලිමු. Let's first draw the triangle. We need a triangle PQR. Something like this. Whatever the shape you draw, it doesn't matter. So we have P, Q, and R. Here, PQ side is produced to S. So PQ කියන side එක produce කරලා තියෙන S වෙනකම්. Like this. Until S. So let's say that this is S. And PR is produced to T. So PR is produced to T. Okay. The bisectors SQR, QRT, SQR කියන්නේ මෙයා, QRT කියන්නේ මෙයා, they meet at X. So SQR के bisector would be something like this. QRT के bisector would be something like this, and apparently they meet at X. And bisectors of PQR and PRQ meet at Y. Bisectors of PQR and PRQ meet at Y. So this is Y. So this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. And this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. I just use different symbols to mark. Show that QXRY is a cyclic quadrilateral with XY as a diameter of the corresponding circle. Okay, how did you show this? How would you show that QXRY is a cyclic quadrilateral? How to show if any angle is anything is a cyclic quadrilateral, Lamai? Quickly tell. ඔගලන් කරපු විදිහ කියන්න. How did you get that this is a cyclic quadrilateral? Is there a specific way that you used for this? What do you think? Okay, let's see. Now here, I'm gonna now introduce letters. I will say that this is A, therefore this is also A because they're equal. Yes. So I will write that now since bisectors of SQR के bisector करने में so therefore I can say SQX equals XQR. XQR, and I introduce the letter A for that. Okay. So I will write bisector, angle bisector. I will just write angle bisector. Okay. Then at the same time here for this, mamma make dana letters dekha B kya. B, B. So I will write Q, R, X equals X, R, T equals B. So that is also angle bisect is the reason. එතකොට දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඒක වෙනම. And then here, if you look at these two. Here we have C කියලා දානවා. C. So you know here, bisectors of PQR and bisectors of PRQ also meet at Y, right? So this is CC. PQY equals YQR. That is equal to C. Same thing, angle bisector. Angles to define, I think that will be easier. And let's say this is D and this is D. So then PRY equals YRQ. That is D. Same reason, angle bisector. Now I have like a different, we have different values here. Okay, so mark. Now what should be our next step? You know this is a straight line. Therefore, when may angles to add it should be 90 degrees. SQX plus XQR plus this one YQR plus this one, that is PQY, right? All of these when you add up will be 180 because they are angles on a straight line. So I will write the reason, angles on a straight line. So now you know me then A value vector. So this is A, this is also A, and this is C, this is also C, equals 180. So 2A plus 2C, 180. 2 එලියට ගත common hinda, A plus C equals 180. Divide both sides by 2. Therefore, I get A plus C equals 90 degrees. ඒක හරිනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ angle එක, this is actually a right angle. This is actually a right angle. A plus C is right angle. එහෙනම් A plus C කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙයානේ. Therefore, XQY is 90 degrees. Therefore, XQY is 90 degrees. ඒක හරි. Let's move on to the other side. අනිත් පැත්තට ඒකම තමයි කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. To this side, right? මෙන්න මෙයා. Sorry, මෙන්න මෙයා. Because when you add these up, it will be 180. So අපි ඒකත් ලියමු. PRYYRQ. PRY plus YRQ plus QRX XRT. QRX plus XRT. Ekkom add karam 180. Reason is the same thing, angles on a straight line. Ekama reason ek because it's the same thing. So you know medena DD, medena BP, right? So D plus B plus B equals 180. That would be 2D plus 2B equals 180. 2 common, I get it out. D plus B equals 180. Divide both sides by 2. I get D plus B is 90 degrees. D plus B කියන්නේ කවුද ළමයි? මෙන්න මේ angle එක. So this angle will also be 90 degrees. ඒ angle කියන්නේ කවුද? XRY. Therefore, XRY is also 90 degrees. Then බලන්න XRY and XRY and XQY. So XRY is this one. XQY is this one. XRY is this one. They are both 90. So when you add them up, it will be 180. And we know in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So ඒක තමයි අපිට ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Therefore, ලියන්න කලින් අපි මෙහෙම ලියමු. XRY plus XQY equals. You know XRY is 90 degrees. XQY is also 90 degrees. So when you add them up, it is 180. So 180 කියලා පෙන්නවා. Then we say, therefore, මොකද අපි cyclic quadrilateral එක? QXRY. QXRY is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, it is a cyclic quadrilateral. Within brackets, you can write because opposite angles are supplementary. Is that clear, Lamai? Thumbs up. Is it clear? Okay. That's not all. XY as diameter කියලා පෙන්නන්නත් ඕනේ. XY as diameter කියලා අපි කොහොමද පෙන්නන්නේ? දැන් මේ දෙන 90 degrees නේ, you know quadrilateral එකක interior angles හතරම add කරාම it will be 180. Right? එතකොට එහෙනම් මෙන්න මෙහෙම අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. මම පල්ලෙහා ලියන්නම්. XRY plus XQY plus එයාවිල මේ දෙන්න. මෙයා QYR මෙයා QXR. QYR plus QXR. ඒ ඔක්කොම add කරාම it should be 360 because that's the interior angles of a quadrilateral. Sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral. The XRY and XQY are 90 degrees කියලා අපි දන්නවා. So, once again, okay. So then QYR and QXR, one second. XY as the diameter, I'm sorry. XY as the diameter. It's mathematically unknown. XY can mean a line. XY can, it's this line, no? It's this line. XY can be a line. A line it should be the diameter because this angle is 90 degrees. You know, in a circle, the angle subtended by the diameter is 90 degrees. In a medical lippic unnecessary. Medical lippic unnecessary. You can just write. Therefore, XY is diameter. Here, brackets you can write the reason. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So first Roman number is all good. The second Roman number show the magnitude of QXR. QXR ke magnitude ka pennanda one. I will use pink color. The orange. Menna meya ge magnitude ka pennanda QXR ke. If QPR. That's QPR. QPR 40 degrees now. Now how do we do this? QPR 40 degrees, QXR tamai hoyanda one. දැනට අපි දන්න දෙයක් තමයි QXRY is a cyclic quadrilateral. So මම නිකන් circle එකක් ඇන්දොත් it would be something like this. So if I were to draw a little circle, something like this. Let's try to draw. මේකට හරියන cyclic quadrilateral එකක් අඳින්න try එකක් දෙමු. So this cyclic, the circle should be something like this. It's not exact, but something like this. Hari, then කොහොමද අපි මෙයා 40 නම් ඉතුරු ටික හොයාගන්නේ? PQR 2A plus 2B plus හරියට. ඔයා use කරලා තියෙන A B different letters no? Yes. මෙතන මම Roman number 2 එක මේ පැත්තෙන් discuss කරන්න ළමයි. I don't know if it will be too confusing. 1 second. Okay. So, Balanna, if you consider this triangle, if you consider the triangle PQR, PQR. So, angle PQR plus QPR plus PRQ equals 180 degrees. That would be sum of interior angles of a triangle that you already know. PQR කියලා කියන්නේ ළමයි මෙතන මේ C දෙකක් තියෙනවානේ. PQR is C plus C, that is 2C. QPR කියන්නේ 40. ඒකනේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ. So that is 40. PQR කියලා කියන්නේ sorry, PRQ means 2D. 180. So 2C plus 2D කියන්නේ 180 minus 40, that is 140. 2 common, I take it out, C plus D, 140. Then divide both sides by 2, I get C plus D is 70. So C plus D is 70. Then I'm going to consider this triangle. මෙන්න මේ triangle එක consider කරන්න. I hope it's clear. That is QYR. QYR triangle එක ගත්තොත්, let's add the interior angles. QYR plus QRY plus YQR is equal to 180. And you know the drill. The reason is the same. Then QYR. QYR කියන්නේ මෙයා එයාව දන්නේ නැහැ. So QYR I will leave as it is. QYR I leave as it is. QRY. QRY කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ angle එක, that is D. Then RQY is C. Okay. So this is D, this is C. Equals 180. Then you know already C plus D add karam, it is 70 degrees. That is 180. QYR equals 180 minus 70. So 180 minus 70 is 110. So this is 110. Because this is a cyclic quadrilateral, right? So let me erase this. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral. And opposite angles become supplementary automatically, right? So QYR, QXR add karanna. So QYR plus QXR is equal to 180. That is opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. And QYR, you know it is 110. So QXR hogana lazy. So 180 minus 110. So QXR kiyanne 70. Did y'all get this answer, Lamai? QXR is 70 kila. Okay. Is this clear to all of you? I will give like 2 minutes to make any mistakes, correct any mistakes. Quickly correct the mistakes. Good question. It's running at the end. Yeah. Quickly correct the mistakes. If you have like a lot to correct, better to do it from the whiteboard note because I will send at the end. Otherwise, godak vela yana hinda. Let's move on to the next question. That is the eighth one. Okay. The two circles in the figure intersect at X and Y. X and Y. Okay, so this is point X, this is point Y. A straight line drawn through X meets the two circles at A and B. A and B, okay. If D and C are marked on the circles such that AD is parallel to BC. Okay, so AD is parallel to BC. Show that DYC is a straight line. So first of all, I will draw this line. Straight the නැද්ද කියන්න තාම දන්නේ නැහැ, but I will just draw. I'm going to draw කළ බලමු straight the කියලා. Straight now what should happen? Made full angle it should be 180 degrees, right? හරි. මුලින්ම මම මොකද්ද මෙතන කරන්නේ? DYC straight line කියලා පෙන්වන්න කලින්. Okay. පෙන්වන්න කලින් I'm going to create some cyclic quadrilaterals. So whatever the lines I create, I will use red color so that you can see. මම X and Y වෙනම join කරනවා. Okay. And මෙතන D and Y වෙනම join කරනවා. Here Y and C වෙනම join කරනවා. Can you see that I have created two cyclic quadrilaterals? One is this one. AXDY is one. So that is one cyclic quadrilateral. In addition to that, there is also BXYC. BXYC is the other cyclic quadrilateral. So there are two cyclic quadrilaterals. හරි අපි දන්න ටික බලමු. Okay. So what do we know so far? What can you say about about a cyclic quadrilateral? And what can we use for this? What did you do? How did you do it? Yes, lamai. Cyclic quadrilateral එකක yes දැනට අපි yeah. So මේ දෙන cyclic quadrilaterals, so opposite angles are supplementary. ඒකනේ අපි දැනට දන්නේ. So that's all we can use, no? So මෙයයි දැන් අපිට ඕනේ මෙයාව straight line කියලා පෙන්නන්නනේ. So we will use angles associated with this line. So one angle is this, one angle is this. ඒ දෙන්නම තමයි ඒ දෙන්නත් එක්ක අපි play කරන්න ඕනේ. අපිට මේ දෙන්නගේ sum එක 180 කියලා පෙන්නන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත් we can say that it is a straight line. So let's see, let's try. මෙන්න මේ angle එකයි add කරාම 180. නේද? I will write that first. DAX plus DYX equals 180. So you can write the reason as opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Mang the reason it's the same reason. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. මෙතන නම් පොඩි වැඩක් කරනවා. Right? මෙතන මම මෙයාට x කියලා letter එකක් දානවා. Okay? DAX ට මම x කියන letter එක දානවා. So I'll have to write that here. චුට්ටක් මම මේක පල්ලෙහාට කරලා උඩ ලියන්නම්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ එහෙම letter එකක් දැම්මේ නැතත් කමක් නැහැ, but I'm just going to use that letter and see. So DAX equals x. Yeah, x කියලා letter එකක් දැම්මා. එහෙනම් DAX කියන්නේ x නේ. Plus DYX equals 180. Then DYX equals 180 minus x. ඔන්න එහෙනම් මට මෙයාට value එකක් ආවා. 180 minus x කියලා. Okay. Now moving on to the next step. This line and this line are parallel. What does that make this angle and this angle? Between the parallel lines, what are those two angles? Allied angles. And what do we know about allied angles between parallel lines? What do we know about allied angles between parallel lines? They add up to 180. Allied angles between parallel lines, when you add them, it will be 180. DAX, yes. DAX plus XBC equals 180. DAX plus XBC equals 180. Why? Because allied angles between parallel lines are supplementary. නැත්නම් නිකන් allied angles between parallel lines කලියුවත් ඇති. Okay. So DAX වලට මම letter එකක් දාගත්තා X කියන letter එක. So I'm going to use that letter. Plus XBC equals 180. එහෙනම් XBC කියන්නේ 180 minus X. හරිද? එහෙනම් ඔන්න XBC ටත් I found a value. XBC ට මම value එකක් හොයාගත්තා. Now I will consider this cyclic quadrilateral. XBCY. Okay. XBC. Now please excuse me. Okay. So XBCY. So opposite angles are again supplementary, you know. So XBC can angle like I, XYC can angle like I add gram, it should be 180. So XBC plus XYC equals 180. That is opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary කියන reason එක තමයි එන්නේ. දැන් XBC මම කියවනේ 180 minus X කියලා. So XBC වෙනුවට මම ලියනවා 180 minus X plus XYC equals 180. Then XYC would be 180 minus මේ මුළු එක මම එහා පැත්තට ගෙනියනවා. So XYC means 180 minus times plus is minus, minus times minus is plus. So 180 cancel වෙනවා. So XYC would be equal to X. එහෙනම් මෙයා this would be X. Finally, now it's very easy, no? දැන් මේක ලේසි. මම එක මෙහෙම separate කරලා මේ පැත්තේ ඉතුරු ටික කරන්නම්. If you take this angle is d by x. අනේ. මම උනේ මේ straight line එක ගන්න. Straight line එක dyc නේ. So dyc කියන straight line එක or that angle is equal to dyx plus xyc. dyx plus xyc. dyx මම මෙතන කිව්වා that is 180 minus x. XYC මම මෙතන හොයාගත්තා that is x. So minus x plus x cancel වෙලා dyc will be equal to 180. If dyc is equal to 180, therefore we can say that dyc is a straight line. Did you understand that? Okay, others? Others? Thumbs up, please. Cyclic quadrilaterals අපි ඉතර නැවතුවද ළමයි? Did we talk about the other theorem? Exterior angle theorem එක කතා කරාද? Quickly tell. No, okay. Okay, theorem එකක් ලියා ගන්න. There's another theorem. If one side of the theorem is the same wording as what's on the textbook. If one side of a cyclic quadrilateral is produced, the exterior angle formed is equal to the interior opposite angle of the cyclic quadrilateral. I will explain this, but first of all, quickly write this, Namai. Quickly. Okay. Now, what does this mean? So let's first of all, let me draw a circle. So let's say I have a circle and this is my cyclic quadrilateral. I have a cyclic quadrilateral like this. If you take a cyclic quadrilateral and you produce one side, producing one side means like a side pura dik karana. In A line එකේ මෙහෙම dik කරනවා like this. Okay, you take a cyclic quadrilateral and you produce one side. When you produce one side, it will form an angle, right? Then බලන්න ඔයා මේක ගත්තොත් this would be, let's say, A, B, C, D. මෙතන මම kind of change it up. Let's say A, B, C, D. So can you see that I have extended the CD side, right? එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙතන ඒ extend කරපු එකේනා whatever was extended, the angle it forms with the other side, that is what we call the exterior angle. You're anyways familiar with the exterior angle because in triangles also we have already learned the exterior angle, right? So this is the exterior angle. So in cyclic quadrilaterals, the thing is, Lamai, this exterior angle is equal to එයාට interior in එක්කෙනා නෙවෙයි, එයාට interior opposite in එක්කෙනාට. That is this. Interior opposite angle. මේ තමයි exterior angle එක. එයා equal එයාට interior ඉන්න angle එකට opposite angle එක. That means this. So එහෙනම් we can say therefore AD මම කියන්නේ මේක E කියලා. ADE equals ABC. We can say this. Is that clear, lamai? Thumbs up, please. Okay. මේක ලියන්න කලින් අපි එක example එකක් discuss කරලිමු. Like a very simple example. Let's take this one. This example is from straight away from the textbook, but we will discuss it on our own. Okay. බලන්න මෙතන ඔක්කොම කලින් මම cyclic quadrilateral එක highlight කරගන්නම්, otherwise මට පැටලෙනවා. So this is the cyclic quadrilateral. This is my cyclic quadrilateral. So I can see one exterior angle. බලන්න මේ BC කියන side එක produce වුණාම මෙන්න මෙතන හැදෙනවා එක exterior angle එකක්. එක exterior angle එකක් with the other side. That is DCT. So this DCT exterior angle equals to එයාට interior ඉන්න කෙනා නෙවෙයි interior opposite එක කෙනා. That is this. So I can say this is interior opposite angle, this is exterior angle. So they're equal, right? So BAD is equal to DCT. What is the reason? You have to write exterior angle. Angle you can use the angle sign equal to interior opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. So BAD කියන angle එක ගත්තොත් BAD means Z plus 65. Z plus 65 degrees. DCT angle means 120. So Z කියන්නේ 120 minus 65. So you get 55. Is that clear? Thumbs up, please. Newmi Bavitran? Newmi? Okay. Then the other thing is, එක දැන්ට මම erase කරන්නම්. තව exterior angle එකක් තියෙනවානේ. You can see there's an exterior angle here. And this exterior angle is equal to interior මෙයා නෙවෙයි interior opposite. හැබැයි මෙතන ny කියලා දෙන්නේ කියන මම ඒ දෙන්නාම දන්නේ නැහැ. Then what should I do? What should I do here? If I don't know n and y, what should I do here? ඊළඟට මම කොහොමද අනිත් කටිය හොයන්නේ කියන බං. Yes. MX then Z harine. Z is okay. Now we have more letters. We have M, we have N, we have X, we have Y. How would you find M, X, and Y? Yes. කොළමයි. මේකට ඔයගලන් දැන් already දන්නේව තමයි ඕනේ වෙන්නේ. ADC. Okay. I get one answer. ADC equals ABS. හරි. ඒක හරි. Exterior angle equals interior opposite angle. ඒක හරි. But here there is N and Y, two letters no. So මට ඒත් value එක හොයාගන්න බෑ. The question is Onelka, okay, I found the value of Z. What about the values of others? ඔගන්න මෙහෙම එකක් පේනවද? මම මෙන්න green වලින් පේනන එක. Men might not be very clear, no? මෙන්න මෙයා ඒ කියන්නේ Z කියන angle එකයි මෙන්න මෙයා y කියන angle එකයි. Can you see that they are equal? Z and y are equal. Why are they equal? What is the reason for Z and y to be equal? Angles subtended by the same arc. Same arc කොම එකම segment එකෙන් subtend කරපු angles දෙන්නෙක් නේද Z and y. එහෙනම් Z and y are equal. එහෙනම් මට directly y වල value එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. I write y is equal to Z. Therefore, y is equal to 55. So I have to write the reason, of course. Here I have to write angles subtended by the same segment. Is that clear, Lamai? All good, everybody? Thumbs up? තේරු නැත්නම් අහන්න. Okay. බලන්න ඒකම මට කරන්න පුළුවන් නේද මෙන්න මේ පැත්තට. මෙන්න මෙයා ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ angle එකයි මෙන්න මෙයා. That means x. Can you see they are also subtended by the same arc or the same segment? So here x should also be equal to 65 because they are also subtended by the same arc. So x is also equal to 65. ඒකත් මම ලියනවා. Directly ලියන්න පුළුවන් x is equal to 65. Reason එක මේ උඩ reason එකම තමයි. So now we have a lot of values නේ. දැන් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් මේක. මේ exterior angle එක equals interior opposite angle. So n plus y is equal to 80 degrees, right? So I will write n plus y equals 80 degrees. The reason is අරක තමයි. Exterior angle equals interior opposite angle in a cyclic quadrilateral. And now y වල value කොහොමද දානවා 55 equals 80. So n කියන්නේ 80 minus 55. Therefore n would be 25. Is that clear? Okay. Finally අපිට තව එකක් තියෙනවනේ මොන හරි. x හොයන්න. ඒක නම් ලේසිනේ. මේ ඔක්කොම ගත්තාම add කරාම x නෙවෙයි m වනේ. All of these will add up to 180 because angles on a straight line. So මම ලියනවා 80 plus m plus x. 80 degrees plus m plus x equals 180. The reason is angles on a straight line. So 80 degrees, m දන්නේ නැහැ. X is 65 equals 180. So m කියන්නේ 180 minus 80 minus 65. So m would be 35. Is that clear, Lamai? Is that clear? Okay. Alright, now you can copy it down. මුලින්ම මේ theorem එකේ මේ diagram එක just make it quick. Theorem එකේ මේ diagram මුලින් ඇඳගෙන then we will copy down the example. After the example we can straight away jump to questions. We do like two questions වගේ කරලා අපි tangents වලට යමු. The rest I will give as homework. Next week you have term tests on 21st and 22nd. Am I right? First and 22nd තියෙනවා නේද? Provincial exams. Some of you might have it, yeah. So මට මනීෂා නේද? මනීෂා වල තිබ්බ Southern Province no Northwestern Province paper එක නේ. So ආයක මම දැම්මා මේ group එකට ඔයාලා maths. So you can try it and if there are any difficult questions we can discuss during the class. History. Okay. What is OP2, OP3? You have test in 23rd. 23rd මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? Optional. Okay. 23rd මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? ඒ අතර ළමයි ඔයාලා මේක ලියනකම් I'm sorry I couldn't give today as a holiday even though today was Thaipongal. මොකද මම කියවනේ Thursday තමයි ඔක්කොම වැටෙන්නේ. Christmas was on Thursday, New Year was on Thursday, Thaipongal is also on Thursday. So ඒ හැම Thursday එකකම නිවා කියන්නේ එක දිගට ළඟ ළඟ ඒවා තියෙනවානේ. And anyways we are quite near to the exam. But Christmas දවසේ දුන්නද මම මතක නැහැ. But ඒකයි මම අද holiday එකක් දුන්නේ නැත්තේ. It's very important that we do the class today. Right. So it's a different schedule නේ. මම එහෙනම් කතා කරන්නේ Western province schedule එක වෙන්න ඇති. Maybe other provinces have a different schedule. Yeah. I will scroll down. You can do the example. Next week extra class schedule එක මම ඔයගලන්ට දාන්නම්. We will most probably have one just like this week. We will have one on Monday. Extra classes සමහරවිට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එන්න බැරි වුණත් don't worry. I will send the recording in the main group of all the extra classes that we are doing that is outside the normal slot. Now, අද නම් normal class slot එකක්. So ඒතර ඒකට එන එක ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ එන්න ඕනේ because that's our normal class slot නේ. But extra classes it's okay because I will make sure to send the recording. Quickly write. I will scroll down a bit. scroll down a bit more. I think that's it. This is it. 2 more minutes. We will move on to the next one. Okay. Okay. Shall we try doing one question alone? එකක් තනියෙන් කරන්න try කරලා බලමුද අපි? And the rest I will give as homework. It was a tangents කරන්න පුළුවන්. Tangents කරනවා කියන්නේ අපිට past papers වල A questions ඔක්කොම ටික open up වෙනවා. I think after we do tangents අපිට මොනවද ඉතුරු ළමයි graphs අපිට කරන්න තියෙනවා. Any other lessons are constructions. Okay. Construction එක නම් අපිට one day කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. අපි අද full try එක දෙමු. Tangents වල we have quite a bit of theorems. So we'll see what we can do අද දවසේ. Anyways, go to exercise 21.3. කරන්න බලන්න the third question. Don't take too long. I will not set a timer, but as soon as you're done, let me know. I hope you can see the whiteboard. This is exercise 21.3. Quickly do. Won't give you too long for this because this is not actually very difficult. I think I will give you like 3 more minutes. 3 minutes වගේ තව දෙන්නම් ඉවර කරන්න ඉක්මනට. Done, ළමයි? First Roman number done? If you're done, give me a thumbs up. The full one or the first Roman number? Manisha. Okay, first one. Okay, all right. Okay, 2 more minutes. Finish the second Roman number. Quickly. Okay. Now, the points D, E, and F are on the sides B, C, C, A, and A, B, respectively, of the triangle ABC. such that BDGF කියන්නේ මෙයා cyclic quadrilateral එකක්. DCEG is also cyclic quadrilateral. That is DCEG. එයාත් cyclic quadrilateral එකක්. Furthermore, GD is 80 degrees එක mark කරලා තියෙනවා. Find the magnitudes of AFG. AFG කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙයා. Okay. බලන්න, since this one is a cyclic quadrilateral. මෙයා cyclic quadrilateral එකක්නේ. Again, now this is the exterior angle that should be equal to the interior opposite angle. Then මෙයාගේ value එක මට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් because this is angles on a straight line. එහෙනම් A method එකෙන් තමයි මට මේක ගන්න වෙන්නේ. First of all, I will find the value of BDG. So මම ලියනවා BDG plus GDC. කියන්නේ මෙයයි මෙයයි. Add කරාම 180. Y angles on a straight line. BDG, that is this one. Okay. So BDG plus GDC is 80 degrees equals 180. So BDG equals 180. Ara 80 mein පැත්තට ගෙනිච්චාම it becomes subtraction. So BDG equals 180 minus 80, that would be 100 degrees. එහෙනම් මෙයා 100. And you know this is a cyclic quadrilateral, so exterior angle equals interior opposite angle. Therefore, we can say AFG, yes. AFG equals BDG. Reason is exterior angle equals interior opposite angle in a cyclic quadrilateral. So AFG equals, now BDG is 100, so AFG is equal to 100. Is it clear? Did you all get this? So this is 100. Then AEG බලමු. Now this is also easy. මොකද දැන් මෙන්න මෙයාත් cyclic quadrilateral එකක් නේ. මෙයා cyclic quadrilateral එක කියන්නේ exterior angle කෙලින්ම interior opposite angle එකට equal. ඒක අපිට කෙලින්ම කියන්න පුළුවන්. So මම මේ පැත්තේ හොයන්නම් එක. AEG is directly equals to 80 නෙමෙයි මුලින්ම අපි angle එකේ value එක කියමු, that is GDC. Therefore AEG is equal to, now you know GDC is 80 degrees. So make a reason එක මොකක්ද? Same reason. I will just copy paste. ඕගොල්ලෝ නම් අලුතෙම ලියන්න ඕනේ. Angles or angle sign එකෙම use කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් I found the value of AFG and AEG. Show that AF, දැන් මෙයා වුණ 80. Show that AFGE is a cyclic quadrilateral. Again, that is very easy because you can see opposite angles are supplementary. 100 plus 80 is 180. And අපි Roman number 2 එකත් මෙහෙමම කරමු. AFG plus AEG. So AFG is 100, AEG is 80. So when you add 100 plus 80, that is 180. Therefore, we can say, therefore, AFG and AEG are supplementary angles. So we can say, therefore, quadrilateral AFGE is a cyclic quadrilateral. Is that clear, Amai? Others? Senate, Newmi? Homework වල mark කරගන්න. Um, 5, 6, 7. Exercise 21.3, 5, 6, 7. Homework. Exercise 21.3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Put the topic tangents. Put the topic tangents. Okay, now don't write anything, just listen. Tangent එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ circle එකකට ආන්දිනවා straight line එකක්. Let's say this is straight line. දැන් මම මේ circle එකේ ඕනම තැනක මට මේ straight line එක තියන්න පුළුවන්. I can place a straight line wherever I want on the circle. However, I'm going to place it like this. One second. මම මෙයාව place කරනවා in such a way that the line only touches the circle at one point. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා circle එකකට line එකක් අඳිනවා where that straight line touches the circle only at one point. එකම එක point එකකින් විතරයි circle එක touch වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Now for an example, if you get something like this, මෙන්න මෙහෙම ගත්තොත් බලන්න මේ line එක circle එක touch කරනවා points දෙකක. See? මෙතනත් line එක circle එක touch වෙනවා, මෙතනත් touch වෙනවා. So මේ වගේ line එකකට අපිට tangent එකක් කියලා කියන්න බෑ. If you take the line somewhere here, this doesn't touch the circle at all. So that is also not a tangent. Tangent එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ හරියට මෙයා circle එක touch කරන්නේ by exactly one point. If it touches a circle exactly at one point, we call this a tangent. The point where that straight line touches the circle, we call it tangential point. Tangent and tangential point. So that is what a tangent means. Did you understand that? Did you understand that? Okay. මේ sketch එක අඳගන්න අඳගෙන මම යටින් ලියන point එක ටක් ගාලා ලියා ගන්න. Nothing much, just we will write 2 sentences. Okay. Everybody done? Now we are going to learn, okay, now we are going to learn a theorem. So theorem kila subtopic එකක් දාගෙන අපි theorem එක ලියාගමු. Theorem. So once we write the theorem, I will explain what the theorem means. Same thing that we discussed. theorem එක discuss කරන්න මුලින්ම ලියාගෙන ඉමු. Okay. So what this means is that lamai, the straight line drawn through a point on a circle. So there is a straight line drawn that is going through a point on the circle. So circle එකේ point එකකින් straight line එකක් යනවා and that will be perpendicular to the radius. ඔයා හිතන්න මේ circle එකේ center එක මේක කියලා. So if you draw the radius to that point, that radius and this line will be perpendicular. අන්න එහෙම වෙලාවට අපි මේ line එකට කියනවා tangent කියලා. So let's say this is ABC. So we can say OB is perpendicular to AC. Therefore, we can say AC is a tangent. So there is a straight line going through one point of a circle where when you draw the radius and that straight line will be perpendicular. එතකොට අපි මේ line එකට කියනවා tangent එකක් කියලා. Is that clear? So there is a line drawn through one point of the circle. It is perpendicular with the radius drawn to that point. So that line is called a tangent. That is what the theorem says. Ek clear the අපි දෙකටම examples කරමු, but did you understand that? Manisha, okay, Seneth, Newmi. Okay. මේකෙම opposite එකක් තියෙනවා. Right? Opposite ඕනම theorem එකක opposite එක කියන්න අපි converse of the theorem. Theorem එකක opposite means converse of the theorem. So අපි ඒකත් ලියාගෙන then we will do some questions using both these, the theorem and the converse of the theorem. මේකත් ලියාගන්න. මේ diagram එක මුලින් ඇඳ ගන්න. උඩ diagram එක ඇඳගෙන then what I'm writing at the bottom you can write. Quickly draw this and then converse of the theorem එකත් ඉක්මනට ලියා ගන්න ළමයි. One more minute. Okay. So converse of the theorem එකටත් we will just draw a diagram. I mean, it's the same diagram at the end of the day. මේ diagram එකම තමයි circle එකක් තියෙනවා, right? Circle එකකට මම tangent එකක් අඳිනවා. So I know that this line is a tangent. කලින් මම tangent එකක් කියලා දැනන් හිටියේ නෑනේ. I just saw a line that was perpendicular to the radius, so I called it a tangent. Now here I know that this is a tangent. When I know that this is a tangent, මම දන්නවා මෙයා අනිවාර්යෙන් radius එකට perpendicular. It's the same thing. Diagram wise, it's the same thing. So here you can say, let's say this is B. OBC is 90 degrees. Therefore, we can, sorry. AC is a tangent. Now we know that it is a tangent, right? Is a tangent. Therefore, AC is perpendicular to OB. OB is a radius. And therefore, OBC angle would be 90 degrees. මේ දෙකේම diagram එක එකයි, but the idea is slightly different. They are opposite ideas. අරකේ line එකක් තියෙනවා, radius එකට perpendicular, that's tangent. Here tangent එක තියෙනවා, tangent එක දැක්ක ගමන් you know it is perpendicular to the radius. Okay, මේක තගා sketch කරගන්න, don't take too long. Quickly sketch this. And we'll do some questions. Okay, ළමයි. So let's discuss an example. For this, I'm using an example on the text. Okay. So මෙන්න මෙහෙම diagram එකක් තියෙනවා. I hope you are following with me. Make example 2 the කොහෙද textbook example 2, yes. Example 2 ඒකම තමයි මම මේ ගත්තේ. But we will discuss it together. මේක අපේ example එක විදියට අරගමු අපි. Now here what they are asking us to do is find the value of AOB. AOB කියන angle එකේ value එක හොයන්න ඕනේ. Find the value of AOP. Okay. මුලින්ම AB is a tangent. So AB is a tangent කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. AB is a tangent. එහෙම කියලා තිබුණ නැත්නම් ඔයගලන් දන්නේ නැහැනේ. So AB is a tangent. The moment they say AB is a tangent and O is the center. There's more information. So now AB is the tangent and O is the center. Center එකේ ඉඳන් අඳින ඕනම line එකක් becomes a radius, no? So OP is the radius. Since AB is the tangent, OP is the radius, you know the angle between tangent and radius is 90 degrees. So you can say that this is 90 degrees. Neither, so I can pull up. Meya 90 degrees, meya 90 degrees. Okay. So monkey annang eka OP, sorry, OPB equals 90. OPB, I mean, this is 90 means this is also 90, right? OPA equals 90 කියලා අපිට straight away කියන්න පුළුවන් මොකද AB tangent එකක් කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. Angle between the radius and the tangent. ඔයගලගේ reason එක make sense වෙනවා නම් that is enough. If your reason makes sense, that is enough, right? Using a theorem, your reason has to make sense. So here, angle between the radius and the tangent. Or you can say radius and the tangent forms a right angle or they're perpendicular to each other. Radius and the tangent are perpendicular. Now, if you consider this triangle, OPB. OPB triangle like a gathot. Angle OPB plus OBP plus BOP equals 180. We know that is sum of interior angles of a triangle. Angle or angle sign use karana, triangle or triangle sign. So OPB is 90 degrees. OBP is 30 degrees. Oh, sorry. So OPB is 90 degrees. OBP is 30 degrees. Then we have to find BOP equals 180. So BOP equals 180 minus 90 minus 30. So BOP equals 60. And this is 60 degrees. Is that clear to you, Lamai? Is that clear? Okay. Yes, here what happened was, let me explain it again. Now this is the radius and this is the tangent. AB is a tangent කියලා දීලා තියෙනවානේ. ඒක හින්දා මේ angle එක 90 degrees වෙනවා නේද? Because here it says tangent drawn through a point on the circle is perpendicular to the radius. So here this is the radius, this is the tangent, so they should be perpendicular. Therefore, OPB angle and OPA angle both should be 90 degrees. Is that part clear, Manisha? Okay. එතකොට ඊළඟට මෙන්න මේ triangle එකේ interior angles ටික ගන්න. You know, in a triangle, when you add the interior angles, it will be 180. So, may I තුන් දෙනාම add කරනවා. So, you get 180. Now here, excuse me, here, OPB is 90 degrees. So instead of OPB, I write 90 degrees. OBP 30 degrees. So instead of OBP, I write 30 degrees. Now I have to find BOP, which is this. So equals 180. So 90, 30, minus 90, minus 30. 180 minus 90 is 90. 90 minus 30 is 60. Therefore, BOP becomes 60. Is that clear? Okay. Then let's come to this triangle. APO. APO. බලමු APO එකේ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා. You can see that this is an isosceles triangle. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ angles දෙන්න equal වෙන්න ඕනේ. Isosceles triangle එකක base angles are equal. So first of all, I will write that PA equals PO. PA equals PO, that is given. Therefore, APO is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, PAO is equal to POA. POA, yes. Equal how? Base angles of an isosceles triangle. Okay. Now, අපි interior angles add කරමු. PAO plus POA plus OPA equals 180. That would be sum of interior angles of a triangle. Now, PAO and POA are equal. So, like a tongue twister. PAO, POA. So, PAO is equal to POA. So, POA වෙනුවටත් මම PAO කියලා ලියනවා. Plus OPA equals 180. Now, OPA අපි දන්නවනේ මෙතන OPA is 90. So, instead of OPA, I will write 90. Now, PAO plus PAO, ඒ කියන්නේ 2PAO. Plus 90 equals 180. Then 2PAO equals 180. May 90 may පැත්තට ගෙනිච්චාම minus වෙනවා. So 180 minus 90 means 90. Then දෙපැත්තම 2 වලින් divide කරාම PAO will be equal to 45 degrees. Now PAO and POA are equal. Therefore, POA will also be equal to 45 degrees. එහෙනම් මෙයා 45. මෙයා 45. අපෙන් අහන්නේ AOB ගේ value එකනේ. So AOB means this entire angle. So මම ඒක මේ පැත්තේ ඉතුරු ටික ලියන්නම්. AOB equals POA plus BOP. POA මෙතන හොයාගත්ත 45, BOP මෙතන හොයාගත්ත 60. So 45 plus 60 would be 105. Is this clear, lamai? Is this clear, all of you? Okay, Manisha, Newmi, others? Clear the... Give me a thumbs up, please. Akib? Okay, can you all copy this down real fast? Then we will do a question alone. And then we can move on to rest of the theorems. Make it fast. Let me know when you're done, ළමයි. Done, ළමයි? Others? Two more minutes. Quickly finish. Okay, ළමයි. Shall we try a question? Go to exercise 22.1. මෙකේචර අමාරු question එකක් නෙවෙයි. It's manageable. Let's see. කරන්න බලන්න. This fourth question, I will move this to the whiteboard. This is on page 84, exercise 22.1. So this is actually not that difficult, ළමයි. Yeah, I think you will be able to manage it pretty easily. Let's try. Tangents වලින් ඉගෙන ගත්ත theorem එකත් apply කරලා අනිත් ඒවාත් දාලා මේක ඉක්මනට කරන්න බලන්න. Quickly finish. Let me know once you're done. I'll give you like four minutes for Getavu. This is not very difficult, that's why. Try to finish within 4 minutes. Make it fast. Three more minutes. Okay, others? Your time is up. Have you finished? Okay, we'll discuss this. Okay. Now, tangent drawn to the circle with center O through the point B is AC. Tan excuse me, tangent කියපුවා අපි දන්නවා this is 90 degrees, therefore this is also 90 degrees. Plane එකනේ ටක් ගාලා එක අපි ලියමු. OBC equals, sorry, yeah, OBC equals OBA. They are both 90 degrees, ne? Equals 90 degrees. Brackets ඇතුලේ tangent and the radius are perpendicular to each other, or the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Okay. Then, if you look at, now what are they asking us? AOB and BOC are equal. ඒකේගොල්ලෝ mark කරලා තියෙනවා. AOB and BCO තමයි අපි equal කරන්න ඕනේ. Then මේගොල්ලන් equal කියන දෙන්නට මම x කියලා letter එකක් දානවා. Let's say this is x, this is also x. මම ලියන්නම් OAB equals BOC equals x. Mama x කියලා letter එකක් දාන්න. Okay. Now let's first consider this triangle AOB. AOB. මෙයා ගත්තා what are the interior angles? AOB plus OBA plus BAO. So now AOB, OAB කියලා ගමු. Equals 180. You know this is interior angles of a triangle. Sum of interior angles of a triangle. Okay. So AOB කියන එක නා අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. So මම යාව AOB විදියටම තියනවා. OBA කියන්නේ 90 degrees. So OBA වෙනුවට I write 90 degrees. OAB is x. So I write x. Therefore, AOB equals 180 minus 90 minus x. So AOB equals 180 minus 90 is 90 minus x. Then let's go to the other triangle. What is our other triangle? OBC. බලමු OBC ට ගිහිල්ලා. මම මේ පැත්ත ලියන්නම් OBC. So OBC plus BOC plus BCO equals 180. You know reason is again the same thing. Sum of interior angles of a triangle. So OBC අපි මෙතන දන්නවා that is 90 degrees. BOC is x. OBC is 90 degrees. BOC is x. BCO I don't know. So දැන් තමයි ඔයගාන්ට තේරෙනවා ඇති answer කොහොමද එන්නේ කියලා. BCO equals 180. That 90 and x අනිත් පැත්තට ආවම minus 90 minus x. So BCO equals 180 minus 90 is 90. මෙතන minus x. So you can see here AOB is 90 minus x. BCO is also 90 minus x. මම මෙයාට 1 කියලා දානවා. මෙයාට 2 කියලා දානවා. I can write 1 equals 2 because they are both 90 minus x. Therefore, AOB equals BCO. Is this clear, Lamai? Others? Is this part clear? Okay. Others? Okay. Mark homework in that one. අපි දැන් කරේ මොකද්ද? 4th එකනේ. 7th and 8th. In exercise 22.1, 7th and 8th. For homework දාපු තැන. Exercise 22.17. Okay. Now put a topic. We are moving on to the next theorem. Topic එකක් දාගන්න. Tangents drawn from an external point here. Put a topic. Okay. So tangents drawn from an external point. What does this mean? Now let's say I have my circle like this, right? This is my circle. Circle එක මෙහෙම තියෙනවා. මෙන්න මෙතන මම mark කරනවා point එකක්. This is an external point. Right? මම mark කරනවා. මෙන්න මෙයාට මම කියනවා external point. Just some external point. එතකොට ළමයි මේ external point එකෙන් මට පුළුවන් මේ circle එකට tangents දෙකක් අඳින්න. So from this point I can draw one tangent like this. එම circle එක ගානට touch කරන තැනට tangent එකක් මෙහෙම අඳින්න පුළුවන්. So a external point එකෙන් I drew one tangent. So this is a tangent. ඒ කියන්නේ tangent is a line where it touches the circle only at one point. Then I can draw another tangent අනිත් පැත්තට. See? Touches the circle only at one point. So this is another tangent. When there is an external point, you can always draw two tangents to a circle. From an external point, you can draw two tangents to a circle. So, now you know this circle. My circle is center O. Now, this is the tangential point. Here, this is the tangential point. So, I'm going to draw the radius to the tangential point. Here also, I'm going to draw the radius to the tangential point. And you know the radius and the tangent, they have a 90-degree angle. So, this is the radius. This is the tangent. There's a 90-degree angle. The angle is 90 degrees. Here, this is the radius. This is the tangent. The angle is 90 degrees. Up to that point, did you understand that? Up to this point, is it clear? Okay. මම මෙහෙම මෙතන external point එකයි center එකයි join කරලත් මම මෙහෙම line එකක් අඳිනවා. So this is the O is the center, no? This one is the external point. I draw another line joining the center and the external point. So මම මේ ටික mark කරනවා මෙන්න මෙහෙම. Now center is O, no? So this I will mark as A, this I will mark as B, and the external point I will mark as P. මෙන්න මේ වගේ instance එකක මට මෙන්න මෙහෙම theorem එකක් තියෙනවා. This is a theorem. ලියන්න එපා දැනට, just listen. Look at the theorem. Same thing that's on the textbook. If two tangents are drawn to a circle from an external point, number one, The two tangents are equal in length. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? external point එකෙන් tangents දෙකක් ඇන්දොත් ඒ tangents දෙකේ length එක equal. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මුළු length එකම නෙවෙයි. මෙන්න මේ point එකට වෙනකන් විතරයි. So let me shorten this a bit. මම shorten කරන්න මගේ tangent එක මම දිගටනේ ඇදලා තියෙන්නේ. So I will shorten like this. So if two tangents are drawn from an external point to a circle, then the two tangents are equal in length. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ tangent එක which is AP is equal to BP. Okay, ඒ කියන්නේ AP is equal to BP. That is what Roman number 1 means. Harida. Then let's move on to Roman number 2. The angle between the tangents is bisected by the straight line joining the external point and the center. The angle between the tangents. So what are my tangents? This is my tangent, this is my tangent. ඒ දෙන්නගේ angle එක කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ angle එක. So they're talking about this angle. So this angle is bisected. Equally කොටස් දෙකකට කැඩෙනවා by the straight line joining the external point and the center. ඒ කියන්නේ ළමයි මෙන්න මේ angle එක ගත්තොත් this angle is divided into equal parts by this straight line. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ angle එකයි මේ angle එකයි equal. So I will also indicate that here in the diagram. Therefore, APO and BPO are equal. The second Roman number, Manisha? Yes, okay. I will explain that. Now, the angle between the tangents. What is the angle between the tangents? So, AP is one tangent, BP is one tangent. So, angle between the tangents, they're talking about this APB angle. APB angle is bisected. Bisected equally කොටස් දෙකකට කැඩිලා by the straight line joining the external point and the center. ඒ කියන්නේ APB කියන angle එක හරියටම equally කොටස් දෙකකට කැඩිලා by this line. This is the line that joins the external point and the center. So this line bisects this big angle into two equal parts. Did you get it, Manisha? Or do you want me to explain again? Okay, all right. Then there's another part. The two tangents subtend equal angles on the center. ඒ කියන්නේ ළමයි මේ tangents දෙකෙන් center එකට subtend වෙලා තියෙන angle එක මොකක්ද? Now if you see here මෙන්න මේ BP කියන tangent එකෙන් center එකට subtend වෙලා තියෙන angle එක. So let me show you like this. This is the BP tangent. එයා center එකට subtend කරලා තියෙන angle එක මෙන්න මේක. That is this angle. If you take the AP tangent, එයා center එකට subtend කරලා තියෙන angle එක මෙන්න මේ angle එක. So they are saying these two angles are equal. They are saying that මෙන්න මේ angles දෙක equal. ඒ කියන්නේ AP tangent එක center එකට subtend කරපු angle එක AOP. Then BP කියන tangent එක center එකට subtend කරපු angle එක BOP. So these two are equal. එහෙනම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් according to the third Roman number, AOP is equal to BOP. Did you understand these, Lamai? Let me know if you understood or whether you have any questions, anything you want to ask. Others? Okay. එහෙනම් මේක ඇඳලා ලියාගන්න බාන ඉක්මනට. Quickly draw and write this. Make it really fast. Quickly write ළමයි. Then we can try an example. Done ළමයි? Okay. So, as an example, we will try a question from exercise 22.2. මම fourth main එකේ Roman numbers ටික අපි discuss කරමු. Okay? We can start by discussing Roman number. Let's say අපි 4 එක discuss කරමු. So this is exercise 22.2, second question, fourth question. Fourth question, fourth Roman number. Okay. Now they want us to find x and y. They have given AOC is 100. AOC can be mulu angle ekane, so that is 110. First of all, according to our theorem, we know that now this is an external point. One second. This is an external point. මේ external point එකෙන් circle එකට අඳපු tangents දෙක තමයි මේ දෙන්න. එකක් BA, the other one is BC. Those are the tangents. Then this is the center, this is the radius, this is also the radius. OA is the radius, OC is also the radius. Then this is the line that joins the external point and the center. So those are the parts of this diagram. දැන් අපි බලුවොත් එහෙම මෙතන තියෙනවා නේද? The two tangents subtend equal angles on the center. බාන මේ tangent එක AB, මෙයා center එකට subtend කරන angle එක Y. මේ tangent එක BC, එයා circle එකට subtend කරන angle එක මෙන්න මේක. So this angle and this angle should be equal according to our theorem. එහෙනම් මම ඒක ලියන්නම් මුලින්ම. BOC is equal to BOA. What is the reason? When two tangents are drawn from an external point, the tangents subtend equal angles on the center. Kind of a lengthy reason, no? Anyhow, you know now BOA is Y, and BOC also becomes Y. BOC equals BOA, and you know BOA is Y. So both of them are now equal to Y. The ඒගොල්ලන් කියනවානේ AOC කියන මේ මුළු angle එක 110 කියලා. So AOC හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ BAO plus BOC. So now BOA is Y, BOC is also Y. So Y plus Y, මේ පැත්තේ AOC වල value එක දීලා තියෙනවා, that is 110. So 110. And 2Y equals 110. Therefore, Y is equal to 55 degrees. Y වල value එක අපිට තියෙනවා. Now, if you look at this one, now this OC is a radius. OC කියන්නේ radius. BC කියන්නේ tangent එක. Then what is the value of the angle BCO? What is the value of this angle BCO? What is the value of the angle BCO? Yes, 90, because the angle between the tangent and the radius is 90 degrees. එහෙනම් මෙතනට එන්නේ 90 degrees. So මම ඒක මුල ලියලා ඉන්නම්. OC is perpendicular to BC. Reason is tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So because of that, this angle BCO becomes 90 degrees. Therefore, perpendicular hinda BCO is 90 degrees. Now, if I consider this triangle, මෙන්න මේ BOC කියන triangle එක අපි බලමු. ඒක හැදෙන්නේ BCO plus BOC plus OBC equals 180. Why? Sum of interior angles of a triangle. So BCO දැන් මෙතන 90 degrees කියලා හොයාගත්තා because radius and tangent අතරේ angle එක. BOC is Y. BOC is Y and you know Y is 55. So you can put 55. We have to find OBC and OBC is what they have written as X. So X equals 180. So X equals 180 minus 90 minus 55. That should be 35. So X is equal to 35. So Y value is 55 kilo hogata, X value is 35 kilo hogata. Did you all understand this, Lamai? Okay, can you all quickly write this down? Make a question diagram exercise 22.2 fourth question fourth Roman number answer make it fast. I'll give you 1 more minute to copy this down. BCO. What do you mean? Where do you mean, Manisha? Method, this is BCO. If that's what you're asking, here it's BCO. Okay. Done writing, Lamai? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Mark homework. Tangents වල තව එකම එක section එකක් තියෙනවා. We will do that in the next class. So we will most probably have the next class on Monday. එදා අපි tangents එක කතා කරමු. For now, mark homework. In the same exercise 7 and 8. In the same exercise 7 and 8. Only 7 and 8. So මේ ටික කරන්න ළමයි. I wish I could do the class a little bit more, but unfortunately today I cannot do the class more. Like this is the latest that I can do. But yes, so we will have the class on Monday. මම හරියටම confirm කළා කියන්න, but most probably Monday is possible for me. Okay? එතකොට අපි බලමු ඔයගොල්ලන්ගෙත් මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ group එකේ දාන්නම් probably today tomorrow not today tomorrow දාන්නම් whether we are going to have the class on Monday morning 7 to 10 because Monday I heard that you don't have any exams as far as I know Wednesday and Thursday තමයි තියෙන්නේ but today I heard that there are some papers after that as well in certain provinces okay so before we end the class do you all have any questions and ඒ අතරේ okay අපි අන්තිම 2020 නේ කරේ 2020 තමයි discuss කරන්න තියෙන්නේ right 2020 well did I ask you all to do the full papers no Monday to නෑ but කරලා තියන්න only the first part of 2020 කියන්නේ the first 25 questions you mean you mean the structured part නේ ඒක discuss කරාද අපි නැත්නම් I only gave it as homework okay එහෙනම් 2020 එකේ paper 2 එකනේ paper 2 that means that structured part paper 1 එකේ 25 questions නෙවෙයි paper 2 එකේ කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔක්කොම ටික කරා tangents වලින් ආවොත් කරන්න බෑ graphs වලින් ආවොත් ඔයගන්ට දැනට බෑ and constructions ආවොත් බෑ ඒ අරගෙන ඉතුරු ඔක්කොම ටික කරන්න 2021 then 2021 2022 කියලා නේ paper එක එන්නේ then 2022 2023 කියලා paper එක එනවනේ මේ දෙකෙත් paper 2 එක ඉවර කරලා තියන්න whatever the questions you can do finish those paper 2 means not the first 25 questions are structured questions පහයි essay questions එතකොට 12ක් විතර තියෙනවානේ so මේ ටික කරන්න මේකත් මතක තියාගෙන make sure you finish this but Monday I will not be checking that but most probably next week we can not next week the week after that we can discuss those papers okay any questions all good give me a thumbs up if everything is okay others Akib Seneth okay anyways we will end the class lamai we'll see each other very soon I'll let you guys know until then study well and good night see you soon okay